Okay, my question is, when you go in these inside these stores and they got these big mats laying on the floor, if those things are folded over and you happen to trip and fall because of that, because of them not being flat on the floor like they ought to be, wouldn't it be their fault or not?
Well, that's quite interesting, Stan, and it just so happens that Mike is sort of our go-to guy when it comes to premise liability cases, and when we have questions like you just asked, we look at Mike. And so, Mike, I'm looking at you.
I'm going to look back at no, Stan.
I'll jump in there and say something.
Stan, it kind of depends on. First of all, the store has to know about the condition of that mat. If there's an employee that works near that area, that would help. If an employee had been through the area, maybe an employee is the one that got it out of whack. So that's one of the things, and one of the harder things you'll have to prove, because they're in control of all that evidence. And while you wouldn't expect anyone to lie, sometimes people tend to forget things that aren't helpful to them. So that'd be the first thing you have to show, is that they knew something about that mat or caused the mat to be in that condition. Or maybe it was a wore out, sorry mat that shouldn't have been there and shouldn't have been used anymore. Assuming you can show all that, then you have to show that the mat did prevent a hazard. And I think I know what you mean when a mat sometimes buckles up. It's got a little ridge over it, and you don't notice that. You're not expecting it to be there, and that could very well be a hazard. So a case like that would probably more come down to the store's knowledge. As long as the store had some idea or should have known about the condition of that mat, you're probably going to have a case against them for the injuries.